Hey everybody, this is Asher, and it's Free Play Friday. Technically, it is Friday somewhere, just not where I'm at, but it's been a good week for me. Hopefully it's been a good week for you all, and I'm getting this recording in a little late because I've been occupied with some other stuff. If you've seen on the channel, there's a lot of Star Sector, which is very exciting, but today we're going to go in a completely different direction. It's Golftopia. Now, just a little confession here from a long time ago. Back in college, I picked up a old CD for like $5 or less called SimGolf, and I realized that night that it was about 6 a.m. when I was still awake, and it was like, holy shit. And SimGolf, very good game. This game is not, I wouldn't call it a spiritual successor to SimGolf, but it is a game very much in the vein of SimGolf. You design a golf course, you have people go around, play it, except it adds some kind of wacky, futuristic stuff, as you'll see. But as I've played it a little bit so far, I like it enough to at least show it here. It's a game that actually came out of early access this week, I think March 30th. So it's good. It's out there, it's ready to roll. So we're just going to hit the new game button and hopefully not screw things up. I have already screwed things up. Cannot have the camera here. Don't want to select the game. So I don't have to do this with a face camera, but I am today because I've already streamed a Final Fantasy 1 randomizer run. It's fine. So we're just going to pick a custom seed here, and we're going to call this seed 8451. That's fine. Can we do more than 4 numbers? Doesn't look like we can. All right. So how this game works is that you're on your own little golf island, and you get to change all kinds of settings. I don't really know if let's try to set everything to like low except for mountains, and just see if we do the regenerate map, what that does here, because I didn't really, there we go. Cool. So it actually, you have to regenerate the map to make that work. So if we're making a golf course here, there's a lot of different things that we can adjust here. I could make the temperature high, I can make the trees kind of low, a little bit of a rockiness. Roundedness controls how round the map appears at the start. The map inherently square. Therefore, you're free to change the height of full map bounds regardless, so that's fine. We're going to start with no weeds. I think a little bit of water, higher temperature, lower hills, lower mountains, kind of grassy, kind of foliagey. That's fine. Let's regenerate the map, see how this works. That's disgusting. I don't hate it. But that's not, I guess we just literally flooded the world. Alright, let's try that again. That's a little better. I think just for simplicity's sake, we'll put the water down just a touch. And but see, there's no happy medium. Alright, let's try this one more time. We have high temperature. We actually don't have a lot of grass here, so let's do this. Wasn't expecting to have to regenerate the map so many times, but there we go. This is fine, adequate enough. Alright, so the next step here, you have your area, and then you actually get to choose which part of the island you want to start on, which is pretty neat. We can just control, kind of your usual controls. Middle mouse button to rotate, right click drags, left click selects. What seems like a good place to start? Obviously we're not building a whole golf course today, but we'll kind of figure some stuff out. You know, maybe with this like weird Stonehenge looking rock formation over here. That seems like a good place to start as any. Alright, so next step. Gameplay settings. We're going to do all the difficulties at normal. However, some of the extra modes are kind of interesting here. There's always day and always night, which is kind of interesting. Nature level lovers for wanting rocks and trees and stuff. Snow, which doesn't affect anything but your graphic settings. Jerk golfers is fun. Golfers will not check in if someone is in front of them, waiting for shots. Managing your people gets kind of important. Hyper weeds. You have robots that can possibly shoot and destroy weeds, as well as like automatic turrets. It's a very different game from SimGolf. So, and technically, according to the developer, you're not required to use any of them, but we're going to be using some of it tonight because it's fun. And Nightmare Golf, I'm not going to be turning this on, but I like that this is an option. You get paid based on how unhappy your golfers are instead of how happy they are. Membership upgrades are boosted on bad moods instead of good moods. Beware of freakouts. So, that's fun. We're just going to go with all the default settings here because that's pretty simple. So welcome to Golf Course. I think we're going to get all of this every time. Let's pause here real quick, and we can just rename this whatever we want here. So we'll just name it Oh gosh, I should have come up with a good name early here. I'll take suggestions for names, but right now we'll just call this probably a golf course. Go meta on it. So, how this works, there are all kinds of tutorials. If you really want to see those, I can click through them, but how it works is that we have one tiny square of land. We will be able to purchase other squares of land. That's very much like a little sim management thing. And the very first, maybe most important step is to figure out where we want to put a building called the clubhouse. This clubhouse is kind of the nexus for everything that goes on. It's where your people enter and it's where your people leave. So I think it might be a good idea to try and put it around where we want to have hole 1, because for now we're going to be limited to only having 3 holes. You can rotate your buildings. There are other options for doing this as well. But I kind of want to start people off by having to fire them sort of towards the over the water, as it were. So maybe if we put it right here and start them over this way, maybe send them towards Stonehenge and then do another one kind of through there. That should be fine. So we'll put the clubhouse down here. Maybe not the best idea, but we're going to do it because that's just kind of where we are. Now, we're not actually opening the golf course yet. We actually have a little bit of money. We have a little bit of orbital power, which is important. You can drop bombs to de-weed things. You can do remote power supply. You can inject skills from orbit into golfers. You can spread happiness into them, or you can do my personal favorite, the orbital extortion beam, which saps monies out of your golfers' wallets. So we'll definitely be playing with that in just a little bit. But here's a great thing, is that even though I am an attorney by trade, the only golf I play is minigolf. Like, I am not a golfer at all. But I am a sucker for management games, so this is where this game gets me. And there's a lot of cool rock formations here, so that's exciting. So there is a little thing on the bottom right that my face is blocking. That's good that that's been blocking for a while. I've been trying to pay attention to that. Actually, I'm gonna have to move my face a lot more. We'll put it up. We'll put it up here for now. It seems like the little tutorial drop-downs, we're not going to be too concerned about it. Alright, so we're not going to be learning about making our first hole because we're just going to go ahead and make it. And we're going to make people pretend they have to shoot over the water just a little bit. Seems adequate. Yeah, this is fine. And we'll start our second hole over there. So let's do it right here. Now, the basic way that this works is that it's kind of like other stuff. You have a little paintbrush that you can paint your fairway over. And if we do it like this, it's going to kind of guide people to where they want to go. And that seems okay to a point. We'll get to kind of where some things could possibly be improved. Like, I could always put what's called some rough cut over here, because if people's balls drop into that sand, it's going to go straight into the drink. I like having a rock there, and so far this seems like a fairly straightforward, just an easy kind of warm up. Hit the ball pretty far and make it over to the green. You don't always have to be like super complicated about all this stuff. We can even like put a little sand trap, and we don't want to go over the green for the sand trap here. Like, we can put a sand trap here. Oh, I just put it over. Oh, well, that's fine. We don't want to put it over the fairway either. See, those are fine. You just want to give people an opportunity to be like, hey, look at how good I've done. Like, you can have them shoot over here. I'll even be nice, and I'll make this fairway just a touch wider. Alright, we'll do it like this. Just make a little wider over here. But where the other stuff starts is that we have shit like this. Now, there's a golf marker, which is very simple. It just drops you down. It's like, shoot towards this. We have a wind fan, which puts variable wind speed that can be used to blow an airborne golf ball in a particular direction. Like, we could just be really mean, and we could say, you know what, let's put a fan over here that's going to blow your ball all the way over into the water every time. In fact, I think that's a marvelous idea. So, you know, actually, can we move you? Hasn't been used yet because time hasn't been running. Let's put the fan. We're just gonna troll people today. Yeah, this seems okay. All right. Now there are some other things here, like you can put a boost pad on. Golfers will shoot for this, and if it's within their shot, repels the ball on the ground at high speed. There's a ball launcher that makes it bounce up into the air. Vertical wind fan. Now I could try to do it like this. You know what? That may work out pretty well. Now that I'm looking at this, though, it kind of seems like I'm gonna adjust the height on this just a little bit. There we go. Because this actual neon line here is actually a pretty good indicator of what things or what golfers tend to do. We'll also put, like, it's kind of silly to me, but we'll put a little wicket here, so that when golfers feel good, they can just kind of feel happy and shoot through a little hole. These are all little things that make it exciting, but they get a little bit fucking expensive. I could also put some bumpers over here. That seems incredibly mean. It's like if we put a bumper on the green here, that's fine. If we put a bumper on the green like over here, that's fine too. So we have some crap put on over here. One thing that I like is that we have a little tester to see just how people are doing with shooting their shot. And you can see a lot of people are hitting the ball into the water. So it's a crazy golf course. And it's par 4 with an almost par 5 average. So that's kind of fun. We have a lot of balls that are being blown into the water over here. I'll be honest, maybe we don't even need this fan. Let's see what happens when we get rid of it. That's one thing that I like about this game, is that there's just like this stuff that's really easy to kind of see and tell, so. Alright. So see, we just immediately dropped the score down to 4.4. So I could try to do some other stuff here. Like I could try to put a boost pad. Like if people look like they're actually able to hit their shot over here, they can get a nice happy little bonus and get their ball shot. I could do a boost pad in the wrong direction. That seems fine. Okay, we need to just rotate Q. There we go. Alright. So one more time with the test. So lots of people are going to be shooting towards that. We can see some people, this is just simulating the golf course and how it goes. Some people are actually able to hit that. And some people are going to be having a real bad time. I think that's a good variety. So 4.2, we want people to start off and kind of be like, yeah, this is fine. Other things you need to do here is like have light. The description here is still kind of funny. They used to charge up golfers glow-in-the-dark golf balls so they can be easily located. So we do want to put a light kind of at the beginning, kind of at the end. I don't really know if we need it in the middle. I'm going to put one, we're actually kind of close to the edge over here, so I'm going to put one over here to kind of do double duty with the green and start the next hole over here. So I think we're ready. Isn't this amazing? Just hit the button. You need to open a golf hole to open a golf course. Well, there we go. One hole. And here we go. Once you open it, you can't unopen it. You can't put the cat back in the bag, as it were. Alright. I really hope that my gain isn't too strong here. I'm going to be pretty irritated if it is, but I think we're okay. Anyway, we have a drone going on. We have who's our very first person to actually hit a fantastic shot. I think that was Ariel. Who just shot it all the way over there. So Phil also hitting the speed booster here. So these guys have some good driver skill. And like I said, you can just kind of follow along with anybody who's in there. And you can see someone gets angry, they lose a little bit of a mood because their ball went in the water. But see, this gives everybody something to aim for. They're kind of skipping that bit of the fairway. But They're all doing their best as they get to jam out to whatever music we're playing here. So this is fine, just kind of a flat area. And I'm not going to extort them just yet, but I need to get them all gathered up kind of over there just to be like, hey, by the way, guys, give me your money. So like if we... Well, we can't do that yet. There we go. Oh! He actually banged it off the Stonehenge rock. I don't know how I feel about that, but you got it lost in the bumper, so that's fine. There goes Phil, doing Phil things, and losing a ball, and getting mad about it. Oh, you almost made it, Ariel. Ariel's just the better golfer of everybody. So, you know, everyone's kind of gathered around now. Let's do some orbital extortion. There we go. We got a lot of money from him. We lost some orbital power. And I was extorted somehow. That's so funny. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I shouldn't laugh at that very much. Alright, so like I said, it's good to see kind of just how people are doing here. So we have Phil who's like, yay, I'm happy, I'm doing a dance. Tessa, who might be pretty close. Nope. Not quite in the cup. Still kind of okay. Their course opinion's pretty good, but the goal is just to kind of be making money as people go through here. So they're all going to kind of be hitting the hole here pretty soon. And just like SimGolf, you make money off of green fees. I hate saying it this way. I'm not exactly sure how to adjust green fees, except that I imagine they go up as people pay for more memberships, etc., etc. But you can see their fatigue's already there, their thirst is there, their hunger's there, their bladder is there. There's Mr. Manager. Look at this. Mr. Manager. We'll play with Mr. Manager a little bit more, flying around on a hoverboard. Just come on, dude. All right. We have little pips down here of who's actually down here, so... But I mean, there's some things that we can do here. Like, we can actually drop a bench over here. If people just want to have a quick hang. If they're so exhausted from the last hole. I mean, these guys are going to complain if I put some construction down here. But you know what? Screw it. And I think Edith's actually... Oh, wow, he actually didn't complain. That's kind of a shocker. Okay, let's pause here. Let's go ahead and drop... Well, we don't need to pause because you're going to be needing money before too long. But there's... One of the things that always interests me in SimGolf is all of, like, the overlays for everything. Or, like, all kinds of data. Like, people are mostly hitting their balls over here. We don't have a lot of weeds. We don't have a lot of beauty. I'll keep the ball tracks up right now. One of the things that is a little disappointing to me, though, is just the... It's not always easy to kind of see or find your data. So that's something that maybe if I play more I'll figure out. But let's do kind of a big hole here. Like we got our just jamming music here. It's all supposed to be pretty relaxed. But I think what I want to do is kind of take stuff over here to the side. So it's just really the same kind of formula as last time. We're just going to be not painting over dirt. We're not going to be painting over sand trap. We're going to be painting over grass. And we're just going to put the fairway... yeah, I can actually change the size of this a little bit. Maybe I will. But the fairway is here kind of to guide golfers for... This is where you want to hit the ball. I think maybe I will go over the dirt here. And we're going to just put the hole kind of over here. Yeah, as the whole trajectory here gets a little crazy. Yeah, if we put the hole over here, it makes it a par 5. You can make like things stupidly long, par 6, but I think par 5 is safe enough. So if we kind of tuck the hole behind this rock here, that seems fine. We make a green here, and I gotta remember that I can actually change the, I can change the speed of the green. That's interesting. Well, anyway, I can change the size, I think. There we go. Make it a little bit longer, a little bit shorter. So we're just going to put a green over here and it'll be all perfectly good and nobody will have any complaints. And we'll just put some fairway over here. And maybe put like some deeper grass over here. Just to try and encourage people once again to maybe not hit their ball in the water too hard. I see, just kind of a basic hole. They get to fire off a golf ball. They get to kind of hit to the right. They have a few little naturey things to kind of try to work their way around with. But once again, we have these things here. So there's a few different things that we can do. Golfers will tend to shoot towards this. There is a mega loop, lets you turn the golf course into a pseudo roller coaster. Be sure to place it where golfers can hit them with enough speed. Now these are expensive, so I'm actually not going to set one of these down just yet. But I'm going to set down one of these rings of fire. Reason for that is that rings of fire make people happy, and it also makes it look like we're kind of got some, like, just a little bit of excitement on the golf course here. Just a giant ass ring. And people will literally aim to try and put the golf ball in there. Attractive to all golfers. Okay, wow, we can actually control attractiveness. Well, we'll see how that goes. Alright, so they're definitely going to try to shoot through here now, which is pretty exciting, I guess. Could put a round bumper at the end just to kind of make things a little bit sad here, but I think what I might want to do instead is the gravity shaft will yank a ball out of the air and speed them towards the ground. I'm curious about what that would do right behind here. If that's just going to make the shots go too far. I think what I want to do instead, if you hit it up here, the golf ball is going to get blasted upward. That could work out really well or really terribly. I think it's worth seeing. So let's try. So see, people will try to hit it and then their ball will kind of get knocked up and out over here. So this is kind of a fun trap to get into. And then there's not really a lot going on the green because sometimes it's just golf. Alright, so average score is 4 for a par 5. So this is just kind of like easy right now. I think this is where we put the fan in. And we just blow shit towards the water. That seems like fun. Not fun for me, but I'm not golfing this yet. Alright, so we made $500 in profit. So, hooray! We made money. And if we put something kind of over here again, we don't have any prestige items yet. Maybe if we like plant a few trees. Could put that like right here. Like we're literally beaming in trees right now. And that's going to be a little bit of a border for our next shot as well, or our next bit of course as well, which is pretty cool. Okay, we don't want that last tree. So that last tree, I don't know if it literally blocks our fan, but it's blocking our fan. Alright, so we actually made money from that. That seems a little bit easily exploitable. We can change types of rock. Ooh. I like that. What else can we do? Oh, gosh. It's a big-ass rock. Well, we do have a few big-ass rocks that look just like that. Tiny rock. Giant or Stonehenge rock. I think just having another rock on the green could be good over here. But then maybe if we put a Kaizo block down here and force them to kind of shoot upward, that could be good. Alright. So just being a little mean That's a crazy-ass bush. Alright, that's fine. Let's see how this goes now. Maybe this is an easier hole, and maybe I suck at designing courses. It's fine. There we go. That's a little more interesting. So the difficulties, it's interesting. It's not very difficult, but there's a challenge. How many hazard surfaces tend to go on over here? So we have an average score of 5.8. That's more like it. It's a little crazy. There's a little bit of lighting. We actually do need more lighting. So we'll put some lighting over here. This should be fine. Maybe it's fine, maybe it's not. Let's open this puppy up. Kind of want to see one more time. Test 2. So I love that. That's gone from a, hey, we like that and we shoot for it, to that's literally a trap. Look at that. The fan is just like knocking all the balls that get thrown into the air up here. So I have successfully pissed off everybody with this course. Alright. Average score 7.9. Okay. What have I done? Try to get people to shoot for this. Yeah, this is just mean. Rotation speed. Can we slow this down just a little bit? I think that's probably fair. Like we want it to just have a little fun with the ball. We don't want to like kill everybody. That's fine. 50%'s okay. Let's open it up. Let's put the power in the players' hands. Also, since these people just got here, let's extort them for even more money. Because this isn't, we're not supposed to be the bad guy, but we are the course owner, I guess. Alright. So when they get to the end of this hole, which fortunately doesn't have a ton of climbing, we can once again put a happy little bench over here. Now let's put a bench by the water. That seems okay. And I can also put a drink machine and a snack machine. I'm just wondering if I want to do that or if I want to wait just a minute, because one of the things is that these things cost 20 upkeep, but they only bring in 1 income per people that come in here. It's a little bit of a tough balance. But we'll see kind of how these guys do, because they should be going to hole 2 in just a minute. Let's speed up time and see how Charlie, Remy, and Rebecca are doing. They're all super excited about our first easy hole. So they were extorted somehow, but still in a pretty good mood. Let's change that. Alright, so who's golfer 1 in your party? It's Charlie. Charlie has not gotten trolled. Alright, golfer 2 is Remy. Remy with actually pretty good skills making it into the rough cut. That's just fine. So there you go. None of them got bear trapped. My simulations were a lie. But now they have to kind of make it through here and just say they're all very happy they made it through the Ring of Fire, but are you actually going to try to hit it? And here, let's see what Charlie does. Okay, he just is wanting to go over. His ball got pushed. That's alright. So see, those little devices are nice because they end up making it more fun for people. Oh no, I know some people, I've seen some complaints on the Steam discussion for this of like, I want this to look more like SimGolf instead of just nighttime, which I am going to be playing towards nighttime in a little bit here, because as you may have seen in the intro title screen, the nighttime looks very much like a crazy golf course. But see, here we go. Now they have to hit over the rocks. Maybe if they got a good angle, they can try to push through the rocks. That's pretty good. Remy is apparently very excited about that. And there we go. They're all very excited they made it on the green. So far, this seems like I totally have not killed my course, because did she make it in par or did she make a birdie? Wow, she actually got -2. These are actually all really good golfers. So good for them. And so now they can sit on the bench. They can go back to the clubhouse. But the thing is that you're always going to have kind of a rotation of people coming in. And eventually we can upgrade. It costs 4,000. So we're going to need to extort some more guests. We're going to need to build another hole. Poor Adam over here. Probably like me on a golf course where I'm like, oh, lights came on because it's nighttime. Now we have all of our neon lights everywhere. So that's fun. We have our drones not hitting any weeds. Yeah, I want to see just how are the courses rated so far. This is 69.70, so people like the easy start. This one has a rating of 2. Well. We'll see. We'll see if that changes. If it's a little too trolly, that's fine. We're going to do hole 3 over here. And we're just going to make people... We're going to see if we can get them to kind of hook back over here. Because technically one thing I'm going to need to do is probably expand my course, or my area a little bit, just to kind of build into over there. So let's start a third hole. So we can try to double duty a little bit with the lights, but I think we're not going to be able to here. So nighttime. I'm going to put some fairway over here. And can actually try to put the fairway a little bit through the nature. That seems fairly interesting. And if we put the whole, like, I mean, it's golf. There's only so much you can do with some kind of golf stuff. I think one thing I'm going to do here, I haven't done anything with the terrain tools yet, is let's go ahead and just kind of build a hill here. And then we can actually flatten the hill kind of on top. And let's make ourselves a little mesa here. There is a setting that you can turn on to make it so that the stuff that you raise and lower and everything here, it costs money. But we're not gonna be that kind of jerk. All we're doing is there's no Control Z option, so if there's an undo button, I missed it, but I didn't mean to actually have that happen. That's fine. So people want to try to shoot up here for a hole that's up here for hole 3, that's fine. It's another par 5. Yeah, I think that's okay. Now that's interesting. And this is kind of what happens with the game. Sometimes it's like, if you make a hole that makes no sense, then we need to make it make sense. We are not getting rid of the giant ass rock structure there. I'm going to put our fairway over here. So you get to actually golf through the obelisk area. We're in fact going to put like a golf marker over here. So for some reason they're attracted to this. So we want them to kind of hit the ball over here. Oh, the weeds are super blooming because it's raining. That's nice. I guess one thing I can drop over here is a vertical wind fan to just kind of make anything that they shoot out go up a little bit. I'm not sure if I want it there or not, though, so bye-bye. I just wasted money. It's cool. I should be doing this while paused. Alright. Guess if we get rid of these cacti, it'll be fine. We're getting rid of the plant life, but it's a golf course, so that's just par for the course, right? Alright. That wasn't even supposed to be a golf joke. Here I am. Alright, so we want to make sure that... Let's put a sand trap over here. This is okay. This makes people think that they're good at what they're doing. Oh, I could be really mean. I could put a sand trap like right here. Don't know why we're not going over the dirt. Apparently we're not. Not sure. I'm really not sure what's going on there. So that's okay. And we'll put a another sand trap kind of back here. So if you go too far, you're just in the shit. Alright, so we don't want to go over the green or the fairway or the path or the sand trap. That's okay. Alright. What else can we do to make this interesting? We have all these things over here that we can work with to try and kind of make them happy. Alright, I'm very curious about... Will this actually do anything functional? I have no idea. Right now they're trying to avoid the loop. That's hilarious. Alright. Come on, you want to hit the loop. We could change from all golfers to high skill golfers, low skill golfers. But we're going to do all golfers. Alright. So if we test this real quick, this hole's terrible. This is literally me just trying to fill space. Oh wow, some people are actually trying to hit through the rocks. That's awesome. That's kind of exactly what I wanted. Oh my god, someone actually went over here. So I've got to deter the shit out of people from hitting on this side. And that's just kind of how the AI works sometimes. So what's the damage here? We got a few people that went up the little loopy. No one that's really having to fight the... No one's having problems with, like, the uphill green. And apparently I've got one simulation person that's just having a bad time, or I missed the pop-up, so... That's okay. Alright, so that doesn't really function too much. And once again, we got somebody that's just kind of shooting over on the other hole. Cool. Alright, so average is 5. That's fine. As long as we can keep people from shooting over here. And probably the best way to do that is just to drop some more trees. Like, you really want to shoot through that. I mean, it's fun to click, but I'm spending a lot of money. But it's cool, because now we have our kind of secret obelisk area. And maybe we could put some other decorations over here. Like we could... Oh, there's a boulder hose. Quickly spray down rocks. Like, we can put some decorations up here. I didn't even go into the decorations. There's some pretty neat stuff. Like, we can put a little arch back behind here. I think that seems fairly appropriate. And we can change the color on it. It can be pretty much any crazy-ass color we want it to be. I'm gonna go orange. If I can remember. There we go. Oh, not enough cash. How much do these shits cost? Alright. Well, it's time to extort some more money from people. There we go. I think we still can't afford it. Well, that's fine. We're almost through the end here. We could put a modern art arch as well, but our modern art large in the background, modern art regular, fountains, just regular fountains, regular large fountains, weird ass arch fountains. We actually still short on that. All right, we'll speed up time for just a minute. because this money pops in from time to time. We're doing really good on our expenses though. And it is kind of a little bit stupid for me just to try and put a giant ass decoration at the end of a hole when I'm going to be needing to save up 4,000 money for the next stuff. And this is taking a little while, so let's see if we can get anybody like right here. That's fine, thank you. So see, so easy. We just ask for a lovely, friendly donation from our guests. And now suddenly we have totally split open the green, but that's fine. Let's open this puppy up. Alright, now I can also name these holes. I forgot to do that. So that's exciting. But there is also an option to play this hole, and we can actually play all the holes. In fact, I don't know if there's an option for me to play the whole course. I'd love to do that, but like if we look at the golfer registry, we have all these people here. This is literally all the people, not just people who've come by. We have a course overview where we have rating 92, rating 2, rating 0. That's amazing. I did a hole that was great. I have not actually built a golf course with a rating this low before. I think this fan might be the culprit. So let's remove it. You are literally dropping your shit in the water like a moron. So let's flatten this out just a touch. And we'll even extend the fairway just a little bit over here. We're just going to make it nice and stupidly easy for people, because that's apparently what people want, is just really easy shit. Alright. So maybe that'll increase the rating here. We don't have anybody running this yet. There we go. Let's put it on normal speed for just a second. Can actually put it on slow speed as well. So we have Don, who's got good skills. Melanie, who's got good skills. And there's noisy construction nearby. Also, it's too dark because I forgot to put a lights. Let there be lights. Can I even afford a second light? I think I can. Put the second light like right over here. Alright, so everybody's hitting their stuff. Like, we got some spiky haired ass golfers. And you just did a terrible job. And you should feel bad, Don. So people are mad that I did construction trying to hot fix a hole. What is this, a video game or something? I don't know. But there we go. Actually tried to hook it over there. Leonard getting his right in the sand trap. And wow, that's like the super troll. I love it. Everybody's just going to get their shit in the sand trap now. Alright, so these guys are waiting. I think I placed to rest, just what I needed. So you got to pay attention to their like thirst, hunger, fatigue. See, these guys aren't getting that hungry until we get a little bit later over here. So Don's having a good day. Melanie is not having a good day. Let's see, they're excited because they have overcome the sand trap. Maybe. So you ignored that. That does seem to be what people want to do, is just ignore this. And you got yours on the green. Actually, you hit the arches pretty well. And yours got stuck up here. So how do y'all feel about the hole? Obviously, hole 2's a ripoff. So we got our little autosave here. So there's a little bit of money. We have a bunch of tutorials that we've skipped. There's information for making a great hole, but clearly... What are you doing, Don? Okay, so everybody did their stuff there. They are tired. They're thirsty, they're hungry. So I could potentially put a snack bar down there if I wanted to. But this is kind of the point of the game now where one of your first grinds you gotta do is kind of let people play things out so that you can upgrade and get a few different things here. 3 additional holes. Like if I try to build another hole right now, it'll be like, you can't, you need to upgrade the clubhouse. This also upgrades memberships so people can get bronze. You need a course opinion of 7 and a hole count of 3. Right now, our course opinion is... Okay. It is a rating of 12 and a rating of 11, so they love the easy first hole. And they're not too big on the other ones, so yeah. It's like I started out with something good and turned other things into something awful. That's fair. That sounds about like pretty much everything I do. So, I think the only thing really for me left to do here now is to make these people wait and actually play the shit that I have here. Now, Mr. Manager has like a few basic skills. He's blocked by another group right now, so we'll have to wait for some of this stuff in a little bit. I can stop playing golf at any time. I can enable jerk mode and lets you shoot as soon as you walk in because I'm the manager. I may actually initiate jerk mode, and I'm just going to fire a ball at people. Alright, so I can shoot all the way over here. Maybe hit somebody. Hit him, hit him. Oh no. Alright, well. So I'm just going to try to hit past these people. But see, this is fun. This is so easy, and I'm just missing all the shit now. Like, what I've had happen before is that people actually wait for the manager. You'd think they do it here, but... Now I could aim for the cut, but apparently that's not what you want to do in golf. So we're just going to try to get close. Almost got it in. Did good enough to where I got to hit it on the low board here. So that's... Why are you going home? Apparently you can actually put your manager in tournaments and stuff, too. Alright, so I can manually adjust the par. I should be able to play this hole, too. There we go, play the hole. So we're going to be a jerk manager again. I'm not waiting for these shits. So this actually boosts my ball, like, super far. So let's see how that goes. Alright. Through the ring of fire and into everything else. Manager saying, I love to play golf. Everyone else sitting there like, we like watching the manager play, but we don't like the manager being a crap hole to us. That's fine. But yeah, this is pretty much the game. It's just you golf and you manage a golf course. And overall, it's interesting. It's a good time sink. It's the kind of thing where you can kind of get into a zen place with it, and maybe eventually, if you're a better course designer than me, you can really like do some interesting creative stuff with it. This course rating is 17 now and increasing, so that's pretty good. We're going to try this course as well, and we can actually play. I'm going to see if I can hit this through the arches, though. Like, this is apparently not my skill level. And, gonna use drivers, iron wedges. I can try to hit medium loft, draw right, low loft, high loft? Like I'm supposed to know what this means. Alright, so... Draw the left, draw the right, backspin. I think low loft is fine. Let's risk it for the biscuit and go all the way through the hole. Got it. I think okay, I went through a bush, but doesn't matter, because I got the shot. And I skipped this crazy looking fan thing. Now, obviously, I get to be a jerk again because I'm the manager. I want to see if I can kind of hit this over here like this. There we go. So see, it went through very happily. Arnold, you better be happy that you saw the manager there. So we focus on Mr. Manager. I'm going to do a just a shot kind of up here. Hopefully that's going to not hit Arnold in the face. Wow, Arnold, much better than me at golf today. But see, like, my skills are improving just a little bit. But yeah. So, managed to get really good, like, shots here. But, like I said, that's Golftopia. And see, while we were playing there, we actually got enough money to upgrade. So, let's upgrade. We get new driving range, new putting green, lawn mortar, so that you can actually have another drone that fires at the lawn, decorative light, and a course exit, which literally teleports your people back to the front. And you can see we have our new ass neon clubhouse. We can design a lot more holes. Other things you want to do in the future is, like, I'd probably want to buy... See, we're going to have a bunch of people upgrade to bronze memberships here in just a second. But, like, there's two things I'd want to buy here. One is that I'd want to buy this property so that I can increase kind of where I'm going. But the other thing I want to do at cost 5,000 is to upgrade my property so that I can get a driving range that people can practice over here before they start, and a putting green that people can practice before they start. So I'd be kind of thinking like driving range over here, putting green over here, and just kind of keep this corner off. But that's about how the game progresses. It's, like I said, it's... I don't want to say it's no frills, because that sounds like damning praise, but it's a game that sticks to what it's good at. It's, and I didn't even go into skill boosters. You can boost your player skills if you want them to be better at something. It's a game where you make a golf course, you look at the data, you see how it goes. I don't know if everyone gets mauled by bears eventually, but get Master Gadgetry. I actually got that reward. First time credit for 35,000. That's how I ended up getting my money here. Have many crazy devices visible while shooting. There we go. So that's just from little achievements that you get while playing. There'll be in-game rewards as well. But like I said, that's the process and the progress as you go through here. It's a game I think is good. I didn't follow it at all for like early access, so I don't really know how things have changed. But when the Steam reviews pretty much said, hey look, this is SimGolf, it immediately caught my attention because that is a great way to spend some good time. So that's it for now. This is Asher with Golftopia. Free play Friday. Sometimes we just do some different shit around here and hopefully have a good time. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments. I'm always up for suggestions for things to play, but that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and we'll do this again soon.